All right, what a week, huh, guys? Uh, can somebody give me a sound check out there? I'm having some software problems here again. This software is killing me. Let me know if you can hear me. I'd appreciate it. What you got?
You're good.
All right, 5x5. There we go. This streaming software I got. Been having trouble with it, so I'm trying to get it worked out. But I'm just not a computer guy. Damn, I'm nearly 70 years old. I'm technologically challenged when you get right down to it. I didn't grow up with this stuff. I mean, my daughter had to teach me how to use a computer back when they got popular. That's how well I know this stuff. But all right, let's get on with it here. I want to thank everybody for being here. Appreciate it, folks. I truly do. We've had a lot of mess going this week. We're going to touch on a couple of topics. And wow, some of them are just crazy. Some of them they think we're just stupid and we're just going to let it go. And we'll see. They're taking us down a road we really don't want to go, and when we do go there, they're going to wish they never took us there. Let me put it that way. But picked up some new subs this week. Appreciate that. Thank you. I hope you guys are here tonight. Hope you like hearing, about things from a little different perspective. I'm not really what you would call a polished person. I just tell it like it is, and what I think about it, and I ain't ignorant. But one of the best benefits I had in my life is the people around me, especially when I moved to Florida. They thought I was dumb because I got a Southern accent, but that was a good benefit. I can think things through pretty good and figure things out. I just bring you, my point of view on a lot of stuff, and hopefully it'll help you out down the road somewhere. But let's see who's in the house here. First one in, Hill Bill. All right, appreciate it, buddy. My man right there, Glenn Anderson's with us. He wants to wish us a good evening. I appreciate that very much. Michelle J. Did your weather ever get straight up there, Michelle? I know you guys have been having some storms and stuff. Lori's with us. All right.
How cute is she in her chef hat?
That's right. That chef hat. That's the thing right there, girl. Every time you do a recipe, I'm expecting you to wear that chef's hat. Glenn Anderson's with us. Yep. All right. Who else we got down here? Let's see. Lynn Stalker. Appreciate you being here, Lynn. You're here every week, and that's awesome. Pauline Parker. Oh, who else? Let me go on down here. Buzz Runner's in the house tonight. Wants to say hello to everyone. Well, we got in the weather in Ocala. Hot, humid rain keeps going around us. We hadn't gotten any today yet. I mean, normally we get hammered every day, but my potatoes die because it's so wet and so hot. The potatoes I had planted, they're just gone. I've given up on them. The Hawkeyes are with us. Say hello to Kathy, Michelle, Paul. Yeah. Marcia, excuse me, not Michelle, Marcia. My bad. Yeah.
You
all
fell
right.
asleep for a second there.
What else? Who else we got here? Let's see what we got. Greg, did I give Greg a shout out? He wants to say hello to everybody. Mrs. Madpad. All right. Debbie Jones in New York. I'm sorry. I truly am.
Did you see those waterfalls that she went to, though?
Oh, yeah.
My gosh.
Yeah, there's some nice pictures you posted. But, I mean, not all of New York's a sewer. Just, what they consider the important part. There's a lot of beautiful, nice parts of New York. Hopefully the folks up there are as beautiful and nice as some of that landscape, because, all we hear out of New York is that mess out of the big city, right? RBL 927 wants to say hello to everybody. There we go. Thank you very much for being here. But Tammy Joe, I ain't gonna miss Tammy Joe. That's my girl right there. I ain't gonna miss that. And there's my man right there from New York. I was just talking about New York. This guy right here, he's got a lot of videos out there you need to go check out on his channel. A lot of instructive stuff, and just day-to-day life stuff in New York. But it's a lot of fun to watch. So, all right, let's get on what's going on here. I know you guys, I've been telling you buy that silver, right? Last week at this time, when I said buy silver, the price of an ounce of silver was $22.86. Right now, let me get over here. It's up to $25.08. So you would have made back more than a buck, like a buck and a quarter, a little more on your investment already. You would have made that on your purchase. And, jump out there and get it. When it's going to go back down. And when it gets below $23 an ounce, buy all you can afford, all of it. Get all you can get. Because like I said, it is going to go back down. That silver market's up and down right now like an elevator. But when the economy goes to shit, I shouldn't have said that word. I'm sorry. When the economy goes bad, your silver's going to be worth a lot of money, a lot. I'm looking at least, when the dollar is gone, you're looking at least each ounce is going to be worth, $600-700 each. You never know. It might be even more than that. If the dollar's worthless and you got precious metals in your hand, they're going to be very, very, very valuable. So jump out there and get that silver. But we got some word out of, we're adults, Michelle said. We're adults. Yeah, I'm sorry. I try not to. I don't do it on purpose.
He looks at me like I'm the policeman over here.
Yeah, it's her fault. If she lets me say it, it's her fault. She's supposed to keep me in line.
Yeah, right.
But we got some big news out of Washington. Amazing surprise. Oh, wait a minute. Before I get into that, I got to talk about the troops. Just recently, just within minutes, Joe Biden approved sending 3,000 U.S. troops to Europe. Didn't say where in Europe, didn't say why. It was just kind of, this is what we're going to do, and we don't know what they're going to do it for. But there's 3,000 U.S. troops headed to Europe very soon. Hopefully it won't, they won't go into Eastern Europe or, over where they're, where I'm thinking about, where they got that little war going on, but you never know. Tammy Joe, I'm with you. I got mine when it was $13 an ounce. So we're making some money, girl. But there's no explanation yet why all those troops are going over there. Hopefully we'll find out in the next day or two. But there was some more very shocking news out of Washington today. Secret Service wrapped up their cocaine investigation at the White House with absolutely no leads. They have no idea how cocaine could have gotten the White House. They've changed that story so many times since that happened. It's ridiculous. First it was in a public area. Then it was in a highly visited area. Then it was in a restricted area. Then it was in a lobby.
Maybe it's everywhere.
And maybe they found it in all those places. I don't know. Maybe they found it everywhere.
Party in the White House.
But finally, it came down to they came out with that it was in the lobby area outside the Situation Room. Now, if you know anything about the military, Situation Room is a very, very highly secured area. Even the lobby outside the Situation Room is a highly secured area, because the only reason anybody is ever in there is because they're going into the Situation Room. It's not like it's a public area. They actually tried to tell us that lie once. People weren't going to buy that, so they had to change it. But and they're saying there's nothing, no DNA, no fingerprints, no video, nothing, no video. And the most secure building in the world, outside of one of the most restricted areas in that building, they're saying there's no video there. Got to call bullshit. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, we're all adults here, but I mean, by them not telling us who it belonged to, they're telling us who it belonged to. We know who it belonged to. So, hey, Donnie Dixon's in the house. How about that? Yeah. There's no camera coverage. Yeah, they know who's it. Yeah, absolutely. That's why there's no camera no video. They know who it belongs to. Here's a new one. SH 839C. All right. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it very much. Thanks for coming in, Donnie. You live in White House. Not the White House, but White House.
I don't see Donnie online. Tell him hi.
Yeah, he's there. Starting to thunder a little bit. Our puppy, our little 75-pound puppy goes crazy when it starts to thunder. So Lady Prepper's going to have to bail on us, I think. Take care of that boy. But now this one, this is some good news out of Washington. The judge that ruled that the federal government can't interfere with social media, and the White House appealed that decision. Well, the appeal was denied. They pretty much told them, no, this is a First Amendment violation. You can't restrict what people say on social media sites. But of course, they're going to fight that because they don't want you to know the truth. It's ridiculous. What this administration is doing is ridiculous. And that's why we need to be prepping more and more each day. And I'm going to get into that right here at the end here, right before we leave. I got a couple of emails over the last couple of weeks that kind of discouraging, but hey, stay on the path, guys. If you got to take a break, take a break. Get that leash out if you have to. Take him in there.
He's fine right now.
All right. But yeah, they want to restrict what you see, what you can say. And finally, there's some judges that's got the kahunas to stand up and say, no, this is a violation of the First Amendment. And they hate it. The administration hates it. But now here's another jewel. This one is, if I wrote this in one of my fiction books, people wouldn't believe it happened. But the whistleblower that is telling everything on Hunter and Joe and everybody, the one that went missing, you remember they said they had a whistleblower that went missing. He feared for his life. So he left the country. He turned up in Cyprus last week. No, it was this week. This is Thursday. Yeah, he turned up in Cyprus on Tuesday. And immediately the Department of Justice indicted him. Guess what for? Here's the beauty of it. I'm going to read it right there. Slapped him with a federal indictment for doing illegal dealings with China. Who else do we know that's done that? He's dealing illegally with China. Wonder if he shook them down like, Joe and Hunter did. Wonder if that's it. They did this for one reason, folks. They don't want him to be able to come back into the United States. If this guy comes back in the United States, they're going to meet him on the tarmac. He'll never even get in a terminal. And they're going to arrest him, and they're going to stick him in that gulag up there where they got those January 6th protesters. And you'll never see him again. That's the only reason they indicted. He's got the goods on him. And I told Pam the other day, if I was him, I'd make a video of what all they've done, put it out on social media, and then dare them to come and arrest me. Of course they would, but then the information would already be out there. But this
You
is,
have to put it on Rumble or somewhere.
yeah, it'd have to go on Rumble. Facebook wouldn't cover it. Twitter might. Twitter would probably cover it now. But, Facebook, Instagram, places like that, they're not going to show it. But, you can stick it on Rumble and Twitter and get the truth out there right now. So when they do come and arrest him, it'll already be out there. And something will have to be done. So hopefully he's got enough sense to do that. 4th and goals in the house. All right. Appreciate it. I'll tell you why they can't protect a whistleblower, because they're part of the game. That's exactly why. We're about to get into that here in just a few minutes. Purple Zen's back. Hadn't been with us in a while. Telegram. I'm not familiar with that one. I'm sure that's another.
Maybe literally a telegram.
I don't know if it's a social media site
Yeah, I'm
or
not
a
sure
telegram. But hey, I'm old redneck. I'm not up to date on all this stuff. I just recently opened up a Twitter account, so Hey, while we're there, let me, if you got a Twitter account, follow the Orlando Prepper over on Twitter and on Rumble. I have a Rumble account too. Hopefully, uh, you folks will get over there and follow me on both of those. But if they ever suspend me here, which they might do one day, the way I do things, you'll find me over on Rumble, sure. So when I get that email saying your account is suspended, you have a strike, you're not going to be able to, download anything for a week or whatever, I'll be over on Rumble. So hopefully you'll go over there and find me. Linda Farrow's with us. All right. Yeah, hit me up on Twitter, hit me up on Rumble. There's a couple of other sites I'm thinking about trying to open up something on, but hey, like I said, I'm technologically challenged. I'm doing good to do what I'm doing. But that's just a couple of the things going on in Washington that, they think we're idiots. They think you're an idiot. They think I'm an idiot, But honestly, I don't care what they do. I know it's out of control. And the only way it's ever going to get back right is for it to completely crumble and then come back up. That's why I'm telling you, get out there and get you some precious metals, something to, a different way to purchase goods or whatever you need, because the way things are going, it's just not going to last much longer. When they removed that debt cap, when they redid this last budget, they just pretty much told everybody in Washington, go spend whatever the hell you want. Don't matter. There's no cap anymore. Go burn that money. And they're doing it. If you watch that debt clock, I check it every morning. I think since last week when I talked to you, about $60 billion has been spent. So, I mean, it's just crazy. That money ain't going to last much longer. And right here's some proof of that. Walmart, the biggest retailer in the world, is closing stores. It's not just in places like San Francisco or, Philadelphia or New York or Chicago, where all the rampant shoplifting's going on and they're breaking businesses. Walmart's closing stores all over the country because retail sales is bottoming out. People can't afford to, to even get out and buy what they need just to survive. Right now, the credit limit, credit debt in the United States is skyrocketing because people are having to use credit cards to buy groceries. When they're having to finance the food they eat, this can't keep going on, guys. And that's an absolute indicator of that going on. So, watch what's happening. CPI came out yesterday. I think it was a 3.2, 3.4 or something like that. And they're bragging about it being, lower than last year. Well, last year it was not over 9%. So they created the problem and now it's easing up a little bit. The reason it's easing up is because people don't have the money to buy anymore. The products that are out there, they're having to drop the prices on because people can't afford to buy them. The deal with people financing their groceries, that's proof right there that this country is going into dumper, guys. So make those arrangements now to make sure you have what you need. Don't get caught sitting on your hands when all this finally does go bad. Of course, they're going to institute that digital dollar to try to save the economy. It's just going to make it worse. It's just going to make it worse. Don't know when, but it's coming. We can all see that. They're running those $100 printing machines up there 24 hours a day, cranking out 100 of those C notes on every sheet. For every one they run off, it takes them about a second and a half to run one of them off. That makes the ones you have worth less. So get ready for it, guys.
Katie said that Southern Prepper One pointed out this morning that $60 billion jump in 1 hour today.
Oh, wow. I hadn't checked it since then. I checked it this morning about 8 o'clock.
Yeah, there was a jump in 1 hour today.
Yeah, Dave over at Southern Prepper One.
I've been watching that hard.
If you don't watch his channel, go over there and check him out. That guy is on the ball with this stuff. And, he lives that prepper life. He knows what he's talking about. When he tells you something, he don't give you a bunch of crap about how, World War III is going to break out in 48 hours or, something like that. He tells you the honest truth. So go over there and check out Dave, Southern Prepper One, here on YouTube. Smart guy. He's on the ball. He shares that information with you, and he don't waste your time. He just tells you what you need to know. But AS is with us. I looked over here and found AS. All right. Yep. And Katie's back with us this week. Thank you, Katie. Appreciate it very much. But we're talking about all the crap going on in Washington. I don't know if you saw it today, but John Kerry had to appear before a congressional subcommittee and explain where his money was going, what he's spending all these millions of dollars on. And he really, this is a joke. One of the questions they asked him is, how can you justify flying, a private jet, to all of these meetings and stuff? And well, of course, his response was, this is a beauty. I don't own a jet. My family don't own a jet. No, they don't. He leases that jet, or he charters that private jet. This is the thing that kills me about these Washington hearings. They bring these people up here like they're going to put the heat on them. It's all smoke and mirrors, folks. They tell them, okay, this week you got to go up and face the cameras. Next week it'll be this one. The following week it'll be that one. But they're all in on it together. Nobody presses these people on their stupid answers.
Plus, put on your tin hat and tell them about Spectrum.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Yeah, I was really waiting to see that hearing today. And as soon as he walked in the room, Spectrum lost the Fox News channel.
Just Fox.
What? No. And Newsmax, it was down too. But
were they showing it up too?
I don't know if they were or not.
Probably,
I wasn't
yeah.
over there. But I mean, it was probably a coincidence. I'm not going to be a conspiracy.
We put our tin
nut.
hat on for a minute though.
Yeah, and say, they did that on purpose. But
Right?
I just thought it was kind of funny that as soon as he's sitting there at the desk, he's all ready to go, and boom, they lose their connection. Me, I ain't going to stand for that. I got on the internet and I found a connection where I could watch that hearing. And this guy was just a joke. He's sitting there talking about all this climate change bullshit. Yeah, it's hot. It's summer. Okay, it's summer. It's hot. But yeah, he's flying around in private jets. If you remember back in 2019, he said that the good work he'd done previously offset the emissions that he was causing going to all of these. It's like, okay, I'm privileged, I can do this. No, but here, let me show you something. This is John Kerry's house in Nantucket. Does that look like a guy that's worried about the sea level rising? That's his house. Look where it is. Yeah, he's worried about the water rising. This guy's so full of shit, his eyes are brown. He's full up to here. But, they think we're idiots. They put these shows on to try to appease us every 2 or 3 weeks. And like I said, they sit there, all of them's in on it, even the people asking the questions. You remember when Zuckerberg had to go up there and face them, and they were going to pin him down and make him change Facebook? Did any of that happen? No. Jack Dorsey did the same thing when he owned Twitter. All of this is a joke, folks. It's just a facade they're putting on to try to keep us distracted. Let them do it. Let them play those games. But while they're doing that, you keep preparing. Don't let up, because the more they do this kind of thing, the worse it's getting. Don't let them fool you. And Chris Wray yesterday, this guy, you would think they plucked him out of a cornfield somewhere. You'd think he'd been a farmer his whole damn life. He didn't know nothing about the FBI. He didn't answer one question directly, not one. He's a joke. And when Matt Gaetz finally pinned him down, thank goodness Gaetz burned him.
Oh my God, that was awesome.
He told Chris Wray was wanting to brag about all the people from your state in Florida wanting to join the FBI. And Matt Gaetz said, yeah, and we're proud of them, but they deserve better than you. And Chris Ray looked like somebody slapped him in the face. Well, he should. He's a disgrace. All of this is a joke. And after Jim Jordan, the hearing was about the FBI interfering with social media sites, how they were limiting posts during the COVID situation and during the election with the Hunter laptop and stuff like that. Jim Jordan had a pretty good opening statement. But then, of course, the Democrat, lead got to do his opening thing. And guess who that was? Wimpy Nadler. Old Jerry Nadler. Sitting there, big old belly sticking out. It's all about Donald Trump. Mar-a-Lago. He just kept going on and going on and going on. And, that guy, he's a disgrace to humanity. Not just Congress, not just the Democratic Party. He's a disgrace to humanity. But he keeps getting reelected because it don't matter. Whoever runs against him, they're beat as long as he wants to sit there. Mark Twain said something a long time ago that you can tell is absolutely true today. If voting mattered, the people in power wouldn't let you do it. It's that simple. They wouldn't let you do it. They got all of this stuff set up where all the pieces fall into place, where the people in power want them to fall. So, you can't get discouraged by it. You got to look at it like I do. Okay, play your little game. Play your game all you want to play. I'm going to get ready for what's coming. That's what you got to do. Don't ever stop. Hey, John, what's going on, buddy? Glad you're here. Don't matter if you're late. Go back and catch that replay for me. I actually get a little money off that when you do. I don't get anything off these lives, but don't let them fool you, folks. Don't let them, discourage you. And, that's the main thing I want to talk to you about tonight. I've gotten a couple of emails in the last couple of weeks from people that are kind of getting discouraged. They say, well, I keep doing this, I keep doing that. And everywhere I go on YouTube and I watch these channels, they say, well, this is going to happen, that's going to happen, it don't happen. Don't get discouraged. I took the time to answer, each one of those emails and try to tell them, just keep working the way you want to work. You don't have to live this way. You don't have to live it every day. Take a break. I've done a couple of videos on that. Step back from it. Go back, go enjoy your life for a few days. Just don't lose that target that you want to hit, Keep going the way you want to go. Just do it in moderation. These folks have gotten to the point where they were burned out. And when you get there, you got to step back, guys. You got to step back. You got to reevaluate. You might want to reassess your goals. Look at where you are compared to where you want to be. And you might need to, set a new path to where you want to be, where you want to go. But don't get discouraged. Step back. Go watch a movie. There's a good movie out there right now, from Angel Studios that's blowing all of the Hollywood studios out of the water. What is it? Sound of Freedom?
Yeah, there's some chatter in here about it.
Yeah. Go watch that. If you hadn't watched The Chosen, let me tell you something. That'll put some joy in your heart. You won't have to worry about it because The Chosen will show you where your ultimate prep needs to be. All the food, all the water, all the silver, all the ammo, all the guns, don't matter. If your heart's not right, if you're not right with the man, none of that matters, guys. Just step back and reevaluate. And that's just a couple of good distractions you can use to do that. But stay on the course, guys. Stay on the course. They're trying to distract you. That's what they want to do. That's right. The Chosen's an awesome show. Brother Phil dropped in on us. All right. It don't matter, if you're into baseball, if you tennis, golf, whatever, I like to get out and smack that ball around them cow pastures every now and then myself. Step back, relax, take it easy. Baby steps, guys. And if you're just getting started, you really need to make sure you don't try to go gung ho, all at once, because if you do, it's going to burn you. I promise you. You're going to get like these folks that's emailing me. If you need help, shoot me an email. Right there's my email address, right there. Right there on the bottom. See that right there? Whoa, right there. Shoot me an email to that email address. I'll help you out any way I can. But don't let these politicians and this clown show they got going on distract you or discourage you. All right? I think that's enough for tonight, guys. I've taken up my 30 minutes of your life, and I appreciate you giving it to me. I truly do. Stay on the path, guys. Get your heart right. What?
Tucker made it through.
All right. Tucker survived the thunderstorm. But I appreciate every one of you being here. Shoot me that email if you got any questions, if you need anything. I'll do what I can to help you. Keep your eyes on the ball. Keep moving forward. But don't do it to the point that it burns you out. That's the worst thing you can do, guys. So with that, I'm going to say, stay strong. Keep prepping. Pray for the United States of America. God bless you all. The Orlando Prepper is out.